Welcome to the first match between Mushu and Clan Argentine Z. Clan Argentine Z. This is a Category A matchup. It's gonna be great. It's the first match of this last set for me, at least, of the day that I'm gonna cast. As you hear, I'm already a bit tired. My casting voice getting a bit. Like your throat starts to hurt, your brain starts to mess up sentences that you should be able to say, but we'll get there. We're going to power through here, because I'm willing to do that for all the players here, for all the awesome plays that they are creating for us today. So, let me introduce the players in a sec here, and I see you, Chanchilaro. It has been ages since you've seen this much AoE in one day. Well, I'm glad that you've stuck around for this long. Honestly, I can't imagine watching any other game this long. Beyond Age of Empires, honestly. It's just such a great game. Let me introduce the players that are going to play for us today, for this set here. In the blue, we have Alan playing as the Japanese here. Very good. And, maybe unorthodox, but could still be really good, right? In the green, we have Goral Don Jose de San Martin. Oh, Jose de San Martin. I know that person. He's a South American historical figure. Playing as the Lithuanians in the green. Very good. We have El Pepe playing as the Franks here in the teal. Very strong civ indeed. Then in the gray we have Elico Lazo playing as the Chinese. Chinese, very strong civilization. So that should be good on Patagonia as well. On the other side, in the red, we have Lean playing as the Ethiopians. Or 32 Lean, I guess. Playing as the Ethiopians, as I think he just lamed. Did he lame? He must have lamed. Well, red immediately laming a boar there, or, either he's laming or he brought a boar in with his scout, which I can't imagine he did. So, laming a boar there, and gray is probably gonna be like, it's gonna be one of those games, isn't it? It's gonna be one of those games, and thank you for the follow there, Rusoliev. We appreciate that. Where was I? Oh yeah, in the yellow we have Trueno Tierra playing as the Indians. I very much like that as well. In the purple we have Soda Stereo. That's a fun name. Playing as the Persians. And last but not least we have Alex Tremo playing as the Mayans in the orange. Awesome stuff. Well, we already had some laming here, and red is just gonna be like, yeah, I don't want to get counter-lamed. Like, red is one of those, probably one of those people, right, that like hits you, and then when you try to hit them back, they're like, no, don't hit me. And you're like, but you hit me, and it's like, no, don't hit me, that's wrong, you can't hit me. One of those people. Nah, I'm just kidding, I don't know anything about, I don't know red as a person, he's probably a chill guy here. I think most people that play Age of Empires are cool. It has to be true, right? Because if, it has to be true, right? Because if they weren't cool, then we would have had a toxic community. And honestly, we don't have a toxic community. Or a few bad apples here and there, but every community has them. Age of Empires, best gaming community in the world. That's what. Dragon, true, I think Tridente were the best. Kappa. No, you guys rock, man. For one, you guys must be the best because you are making this tournament possible. And if that's not an achievement, I don't know what is, man. That's Orange is kind of hanging around looking for something. He's probably making Blue very nervous right now. You see that? Blue is very nervous, like, what's that eagle gonna do? What's he doing? What's he doing? Yeah, just hanging around, making your opponent nervous is exactly your job as the flank. In any case, we should probably talk a bit about resources if we have time for that still. We have a main gold kind of between woodlines for... No, wait, that's yellow. Never mind. We should go to gray and red here. We have a main gold forward for red. It's quite out in the open next to a hill, but he's still going to take it because Lean is like, nah, I'm not scared. I lamed the guy. We should be fine here. Another gold forward for red kind of to the inside of the middle here. That's okay, but not the best. Has the gold on the back, but it's on a hill, so that's hard to TC later on. Yeah, actually, maybe this main gold is actually his best gold that he can take. On the front here, we have a gray with a main gold, and he's trying to wall around that. At least he's walling around it. I like that instead of walling to it. But still, it's a forward gold. It's not the best. Has some golds to fall back on. There's a gold out here. That's not a gold you will be thinking about. Probably this gold in the back for gray. That's nice. That's a nice gold, right? Forward berries, that's alright. Again, a forward gold for blue as well, which he is taking right now. He's not even towering or walling it because it's his back gold, and I'm looking at the wrong side. Man, I'm doing this to... This happens to me where I for some reason cast it as if blue is up against green, even though this is a back gold for blue. He is walling to it though, which is not, you know, not the best here. He might actually just wall around it instead of walling his entire base. I guess he's going to try to keep it a bit more open here. It's a risk, of course. It's a risk, because Orange is stealing some sheep. Now, Orange, not seeing any men-at-arms shenanigans. I didn't expect to see that. You know, it's a risk, of course. Most people prefer to go just into straight archers. Orange has a scout problem. Yeah, Scout's gonna run away, just delaying it a bit. It's good. Has a, well, it's a back gold, right? It's kind of to the side, but it's out in the open, right? Where blue will probably send his units as well. There's another gold right next to it on a hill, so that's also kind of tricky. But Orange has a gold to fall back on and all the way in the back of his base. His berries are to the back as well, so I don't think he would be complaining. I think it's the wood that is would be more of an issue here. As green lames the sheep that Orange lamed. That's hilarious. Yeah, so Orange stole sheep, probably from Green actually, and Green is like, yeah, if I can't have him, you can't have him either, mate. And he kills the sheep. Yeah, I mean, at this point, you were not going to get those sheep back, you were not going to eat them anyway, so might as well just kill them. Make sure that Orange can't have that, well, the shawarma, huh? But you know, a Mayan player wouldn't know what to do with that anyways, because there were no sheep in Mesoamerica before the Europeans brought those over. No horses either, so probably the Mayan player is very confused with all these strange creatures running around here. They're probably like, what kind of llama is that? Any case. Oh yeah, right. And we need to start talking about what's going on the map here. As blue, as red is trying to wall up the front of his base, kind of in front of his gold. I like that. You know, I like that because, again, I'm a fan of walling properly, walling good, because I don't want a game to come down to frickin' walling, right? You don't want to lose a game because you walled poorly. That sucks. I want to lose a game because my enemy completely destroyed me in the field with Archer Micro. You know? Facts are indeed facts. You know, that's why I want to lose a game. Well, again, I don't want to lose a game, but that is just often what happens, Kappa. As, ooh, we have a little engagement on, you know, ooh, it's like when you get cows instead of sheep when you play Indians. Yeah, exactly. Actually, I actually don't know how players from India feel about killing cows in a video game. Like, is that okay? Like, because it's not real cows, but I can still imagine that it's like, just the gesture of it is not really, could still be troublous for them, because the cow is a sacred creature in their country, so, yeah. I mean, that would make sense to me, but blue right now, oh, blue is not loving life right now. Now those walls, of course, do not keep your gold villagers safe from archers, so blue's trying to run away, loses 3 villagers on the way there, lost another village over here as well, and now is already behind an archer, so right now, Clan Argentine showed up the play, man. Showed up the play. Blue is kind of screwed. And on the other side, Gray had an overchop in his berries and is also being attacked right now. And they called it GG. They called it GG. Kind of early. That must be the fastest game then. 15 minutes. Huh. Well, GG, I guess. Clan Argentine breaking in, you know, getting over the confusion over the strange llamas, breaking into Blue's base, breaking into Gray's base, and if I was worried about having a long game, I guess all my worries are taken away now. It's already GG. Now, I mean, this is something that I do notice that higher level players tend to do. They tend to resign way faster than a lower level player would do. Well, not like the low elo legends, because they get discouraged by the, you know, when you show up with a knight, they're like, oh, there's knights. The enemy has knights, I don't. I guess I lose, right? Yeah, but high level players, they know how punishing their level is. They know that each small advantage can lead to a defeat, so they're more likely to call it quits. Where a medium level player who, you know, don't think the same in that regard, right? They might still continue playing and then lose later, right? But yeah, after a 2-hour game, we'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah, so, I mean, arguably, maybe an early resign. I've seen teams be punished like this at the start and come back from that. It's still possible. But yeah, being hit on both sides at the same time by berries, you know, like it might have, they might have felt like that was already a lost game. Maybe they were like, we don't think we can beat Clan Argentine on a Patagonia game in a meta setting. We want to go to wacky maps, you know, our home map, where we can maybe use map shenanigans, right, to get our victory. So we will go to Urales. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. If you don't mind, I'm not going to look at the statistics because this game was too short for statistics to mean anything. I mean, yeah, like, Orange got 13 kills, and that's... 13 kills, that's crazy. That's way more than anyone else. By the way, Gray actually only lost one villager there. Just saying. It's not like he lost like 20 vills, actually. As, ooh, that follower message in the wrong place. Thank you for the follow there, 494. Ooh, 494, I like that. Pretty good. I'm gonna move that alert box around a little bit. Where shall we put that? In the middle? Man, I don't have a lot of space for things. There's so much going on the screen right now. We'll just put it in the middle for now. We'll figure it out. Lots of things going on. Okay, well, let me get to the last game here. That will be on Urales. And, uh-oh, there's a Khmer player in there. No, and Magyars. Oh, no. Oh, no. Four says, that was by far one of my worst games. I'm Alan. Yeah, oh, you're Alan. Yeah, okay, that, I can see that that was a struggle, you know, at the end. Yeah, it sucks getting it. You know, it sucks when you get behind that early already in like early feudal, because then you're like struggling to get back. You know, stop your opponents all game, man. I'm bad generally though, lol. I know. I mean, you're a category A player. You can't be worse than me. That's for sure. I'm terrible. That's why I cast instead of playing. Any case. Oh, wait, you guys need to see as well. There you go. Welcome to the second game between Mushu and Clan Arg Z. We have gone to the home map for Mushu, where they hope to now, you know, make the difference here and get a win in on a Clan Arg Z on their home map. Yeah, so let me introduce the players here while they build their TC. You know, it's a no TC start, so we'll see. We have Tajik playing as the Koreans here in the blue. In the green, we have Alan playing as the Spanish already, as it's down center up, because you're Spanish, you know, that's basically a small Vil lead right there. In the teal, we have Gral Don Jose, the San Martin himself, playing as the Berbers. I like that. In the gray, we have Elecolazo playing as the Mongols, and that is a civ they specifically picked really early because they wanted to have it on this map with all the hunt, all the deer that you can take with Mongols. On the other side, we have Alex Tremel playing as the Tatars. So Tatars versus Mongols. Who is gonna win the battle of the steppes between the nomad warriors? In the purple, we have Soda Stereo playing as the Khmer. Oh boy. This is almost the same matchup as last time. in the yellow, we have Trueno Tierra playing as the Magyars. And yeah, again, Khmer Magyar combo is awesome, right? And then in the red, we have Vietnamese for lean. For lean. Yeah. Okay. Well, now, if you have been here all day, and some of you have, and I'm really grateful for that, you probably know that there was a certain Urales game that happened today that went on for a very long time. If you haven't seen it, definitely worth the rewatch. We'll go to YouTube at some point as well, no worries. But yeah, it was a similar civ matchup, not exactly the same though. There's no Indians this time around, so we'll see. But yeah, it has definitely proven that Urales games have the potential to go on forever, depending on how strong the teams are and how evenly matched they are. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed because I'm kind of getting hungry here. So I need someone to win here. Now, if Mushu can close this out in 15 minutes and then we have a final game in the third game, I'm all happy. Nah, I'm just kidding. We want good play. Of course, we have to think about what do Mushu want to do on this home map, right? Like, for one, the Spanish pick, getting a TC up, maybe conquistadors, right? That could be what the plan is here. Koreans, we might go for war wagons. We have then 2 unique units on this side, so we might get a lot of unique units again. That other game, 7 out of 8 players made unique units. 7 out of 8. You know, if the Berber player goes for camel archers, which I don't think he will, I think he will go for a lot of cavalry instead. Because I think going full ranged units, especially if the Mongol player is going to go for Mangudai, that is a risk, right? That is a risk. You're asking for the opponent to go full skirmisher, which, I mean, again, it doesn't counter most of these unique units as well as it would normal archers, but, you know, I mean, it has a weakness, right? That's the point. It has a weakness that is easily countered normally by by cavalry. So I think at least Teal will make cavalry. That's at least my guess here. But hey, I've been wrong about lots of things before, so you never know here. I mean, for Orange, it's going to be cavalry archers, right? I mean, obviously. I don't think we're going to get to see Keshiks this time around. I think it's just going to be CA for the win for Orange here. For Purple, expecting Knights, expecting a light cap, maybe a Hussar spam at the end here. Maybe even Elephants, who knows? We saw them last game. Oh god. And if you think about it, Imperial Camels are unique units too, so it was 8 out of 8. You are so right, Chetulao. That is true. Imperial Camels are a unique unit in a sense, because no other Civ gets them. Yes, we had it. A game with 8 different unique units. It's perfect. Now I can call the YouTube title. I can call it the Battle of the 8 Unique Armies, which is a reference as well to Lord of the Hobbit, I guess. But well, that is true because for like 3 players of one team, they all had names that referred to Lord of the Rings, which is just perfect. Lord of the Rings team for sure. Yeah, thanks for suggesting that, Chancellor. You're actually completely right. Imperial Camel. It does the trick there. Oh, interesting. Oh, so this is what Mushu's thinking about. They're thinking about going for some early defensive walls here. Red should see this as well. He can't stop it right now, right? He can't stop it, and Blue is actually keeping this scout, this horsey scout, inside. But he will know now. He will see the walls. He will be like, oh, okay, that's what they're doing here. They are going to wall up a lot here. Might not even... I don't think they're going to wall up the whole map then. I guess green is walling to his TC instead of walling to teal. It is a lot to wall in Dark Age, so you know, I understand that. But I think team walling will be the ultimate goal for Mushu. They want to keep their economies secure while they boom a bit, go for unique units, which takes time to mass. And you can tell, right, who wants to go for unique units. Look, on stone, right? Not on stone. Not on stone. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm stupid. Oh, he's on stone. Okay, it counts. It counts. It counts. Just because the town center isn't on stone doesn't mean he's not going to go for unique units. It's just that Gray... I guess Gray wanted to... It was like, better be safe than sorry, right? Just put my town center on stone. You know, that way I can never be pushed off because it is predictable, right? Mongols going to stone for a Mangudai. Look at the vill counts here. As we have Feudal Age coming in for a bunch of players, but some players also trying to get up the castle age. You can tell by the vill counts. If it gets close to 25, 26, that is fast castle territory. I said, Teal, why is he gonna go fast imp here? Teal. Teal. Uh-oh. Do you think he thought he clicked up already? Is that what happened here? Because I'm so... I would be so pissed off if I realized that. Teal's probably like looking like, haha, I have to go to Feudal Age too. I think that's what happened. It's gotta be right. He's not making fills. Yeah, he's clicking it now. Oh god, that sucks. I bet he thought he clicked it. I bet he thought he clicked the Feudal Age upgrade. And then he checked back, right? Because he's like, why am I not in Feudal Age yet? Right? And then he realized, no, I didn't click it. That had to be a mistake. Like, no way. Because he has the food to go castle right now, right? Now, luckily with oh, he's not even Khmer. Never mind. Yeah, that just sucks for Teal. Man, I feel you, man. I feel you. I do that sometimes here and there, and it just sucks. It just sucks. Because it's like because in the meantime, you think you're researching something with your TC, but you're actually still idling your TC then, right? You're still idling your TC, not making vills. So not only are you behind by vills, you're not actually up to the Feudal Age faster. So Teal probably kicking himself right now, like, damn. Man, that sucks though. Look at that. He has the food, he almost has the gold. Oh, he actually doesn't have the gold to click up. He'll probably have to buy that somehow, or maybe mine some gold. I don't know what the plan is here, but well, yeah, in any case, Red and Red and his team, they will know they're walling up a lot, so they're giving up map control here. So we do not have to worry. We don't have to worry here. So we go extra defensive with stone walls even. We don't have to worry about them coming out and attacking us. So you can see that probably purple and yellow, they will add town centers. They will just boom and castle age as fast as they can. Everyone will just try to get up the castle age here as fast as they could. I think the Khmer player was probably thinking about maybe maybe making some scouts with the stable. But I think at this point, he's just going to add scouts. He knows the walls are up. I'm not going to be able to get through. You know, they can see, right? They can scout. Keeping all those, all those horses are in. Oh, we had a bit of lag there. Oh, right. Right. Oh, I think people dropped here. Okay, never mind. Don't worry, you guys. We had a little, they had a little technical difficulty during the game. So yeah, blue and green dropping here. Not the end of the game. Don't worry. I have the restore file, so not to worry. There we go. I knew that was going to happen, but I didn't know when, so I was kind of surprised by that. Here we go. Not to worry, we got this. We got this. There we go. So we're all good. Like nothing happened. You'll see that this always happens at a point where like it looks pretty bad for one. Like it looks really bad for one team, and you're like, oh, this team is gonna win, as blue is walling in this horse now. And then suddenly that team resigns, and you're like, wait, what? They resigned? But then it's a restore, right? It always scares me when it happens, because it happens out of nowhere in most cases. I have literally no clue when that happens. I just know that it happens. I'm prepared for it, because of course I have the restore file. I mean, it's pretty telling, right? When you get a game file that says that all the players played Britons. That should tell you enough. That's what it looks like if you have a restore file. Everyone is playing Britons. Well, Mushu right now, they have a really nice wall going on, so at least they keep their economy safe. They will be able to boom here. But now the question is, if you're Clan Argentine, what do we do here? Like, you have two options, really. Two options. One, you boom. Two, you go aggressive. The first one is, you're not going to encounter a lot of military, right? So if you go aggressive, you might be able to break in. If you can punish the boom from Mushu, like kill a lot of their economy, then suddenly you have army, they do not, and then you have a better position. But if they stop you, right, from getting in with the stone walls, should be pretty good. And thank you for the follow there, live in the Matrix. Although I hope we're not in the Matrix right now, that'd be scary. Yeah, if they can stop you from getting in, you making military will slow down your economy, right? It will slow your economy down, and then you're going to be behind the boomers. Because at some point their economy gets rolling, and then it's gonna get dangerous. Well, Teal, getting up to the castle age here, he probably sold some resources to get up to get the gold for castle age here. But yeah, he probably wanted to be up a bit earlier here. That wasn't the plan, I can tell you that. Purple is making he's made a scout here just for some scouting, some map control. Orange is of course making cavalry archers because you are Tatars. What else would you be making? Well, Kashyyyks, I guess. Flaming camels. Not gonna see flaming camels. Well, if I see flaming camels in this game, I will eat my hat. And I don't have a hat, luckily for me. Oh, green didn't have a double wall over here. Yellow is gonna break through here because these are still pretty weak. Ooh, clutch. Keeping those knights out for now. Maybe just enough time for them to bring some military. But look, this is so different. It's very much possible to punish a boomer player, right? If they try to wall up, you send in some melee units to break through the wall and just a few archers to stop them from walling behind. And green right now wants to defend this, but there's a hole, and the military get in. So no free boom for you guys. I guess blue will have to defend with war wagons here. Spanish player realizing you can't just drop a castle just yet here, doesn't have the stone for that anyways. He's going to try to drop a stable, but purple is going to deny that with a scout with upgrades here as well. Cannot kill that scout, so green trying to probably quick wall this villager in, and nope. Boop. Goes down. That sucks. Especially because that's what green needs right now. He needs knights, something to kill these knights from yellow on the other side. So yeah, purple and yellow going a bit aggressive. I like it. I like that a lot. Going aggressive here. Ooh, the Mangudai coming in here though as well. We have a little micro battle between the cavalry archers and the Mangudai, but Mangudai should win that. They are the better unit, but there's not a lot of them just yet. Don't have all the upgrades either, especially no bloodlines. That's lacking. Yellow, of course, is just going to be pesky with these knights. Just run away. Blue is chasing with war wagons. Yeah, I mean, and just being in the back of the economy here is good for yellow. Just to idle some villagers, snipe a vill here and there, to keep blue and green on the back foot. Generally, just making sure that blue and green cannot just boom without any repercussions. And that is, I like the balance here for the Clan Argentine team. Like, they're booming. They're probably going to add some more town centers here, catch up in the vill count, but they're also making some military here and there. Just just for map presence, just to see, poke at the wall, see if you can make a hole, see if you can get in and kill some vills. It's all better than than nothing, right? Better than letting Mushu sit behind their walls and boom up until a very strong Imperial Age army. I'm not actually sure which civs I prefer in Imperial Age, but I do like the fact that at least for now, Mushu has kept their economy safe. Like Yellow was not able to kill that many villagers in here, but, and this is a big but, bill counts are actually pretty even. Actually, a bit better here for Clan Arg Z team, especially Red, who's just been booming away because he doesn't have to make military. He's going to go to 4 town centers right now. Gonna drop a castle as well for some Ratana archers. Awesome stuff. I love how everyone just goes for unique units on a map like this. It's awesome. Like, you don't have to go for the archer knight meta on a map like this. You have the time to boom into a castle unit, which is just great. In any case, especially the person who's kind of behind right now, it's Green. And the reason for that is that Green got up the castle slate later than everyone else, and then he got hit at that moment, right? So not only did he get up later, can't add town centers right now, he got hit in his economy. So it's going to take a while for Green to catch up here a bit in the vill count. Like, it's especially like if you compare Red versus Green. Yeah, but Blue and Red are pretty close together, so that's good. For now, though, Clan Arg Z, they don't want to overcommit. Again, like I said, if you're not going to go all in, right, you're going to delay your own economy by making military. So they don't want to lose their military. And also, actually, there's another reason why they're sending their military back. Teal and Gray here breaking into Orange's base. It's Camels right now, so Camels not the best against cavalry archers, but the Mangudai should do really well here. Lots of villagers have to abandon the gold here as well. They weren't on stone, so they had to abandon the gold there. And Orange will want to fix that hole or something. It's gonna drop a town center now in the gold, and that is some TC right there. I mean, that TC, it doesn't make it easy to build, to take your gold here. You gotta have to delete your archery range if you want to take your gold here as well. While Purple and Orange, the armies have returned home to push away these pesky raiders. Yeah, Teal's just gonna run away. Despite countering the knights, it's just too many knights. Elsa doesn't have husbandry just yet, so the camels aren't fast enough to outrun the knights here. Ooh, so Mangudai are bound to go down here. Yeah, so Gray, probably realizing this army is dead, is just gonna see if he can run around and be pesky with them and find as many kills as he can. As we have war wagons going forward now, but oh boy, Orange has, well, I could at least see this now in his line of sight. Yeah, and Gray's just hiding his army forever. The problem is, if you are doing this, you are not doing this. Or at least if you're Leary, apparently you can do that. Don't ask me how they do it. Don't ask me. As we have a little house wall, a house wall there from Purple. Loses some vills. Gray's sitting in a choke point, but is still gonna lose these Mangudai. They will go down. So nice end to the raid there for Orange and Purple. I wouldn't say there's a decisive advantage yet for one team, but the vill counts look a bit better, I'd say. Nah, never. Yeah, I guess so. Like Purple being ahead of Green, that's a big one. Yeah, so the Clan Arg Z is a bit ahead in the vill counts there, but it's the longer this game goes on, the more army both teams can put on the field. So we're about to see a lot more army here as well. For now, the Spanish player, instead of going for Conquistador, opting to go for Knights, I actually agree with that, especially because you're behind. Like, you will not have the time to mass Conquistadors in this matchup. Also, you'll be up against Rattan archers, so I guess having some Knights on this side is probably a good idea as well. As we have not a big fight over here. War Wagons fighting against the Knights, but unfortunately for the War Wagons, they're not that great against melee units here. Have the HP, but don't have the armor here. So I think Purple and Yellow made enough army here to push this away. So Mushu will have to return home and, lick their wounds, as they would say. More Mangudai coming forward right now, and I know that the Tartar player, he wants to have this hill. You want to control this hill, fight from the top of the hill. That's what you want to do with the Tatars. But Gray and Teal making sure that Orange cannot easily get up over here. And Foray, thanks, man. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate that. You can always rewatch the VOD for the rest of it as well. Anyway, Steel taking a fight over here. Has camels as well. Mangudai with her downhill for now. So I still think Grey and Teal will have to run away. They cannot deal with this. It's too much military as well. Not even Berbers with the cheaper knights and things like that. Imperial Age now for the Mongol player. Fast Imp, I would call that, because he doesn't really have that much economy going right now. If you look, like 60 vills, that's not a lot. But with Bracer, with Mangudai, could maybe do a lot of damage here to an opponent that has not gone the Imperial Age just yet. So we'll see, we'll see. In any case, for now though, Mushu still, they're alive, they have their walls up, despite, maybe having a slight, maybe having yielded a bit of a lead there by being, you invest a lot in walls, so you can't really invest in a lot of military as well. That makes sense, right? It makes sense that if Clan Arg Z manages to actually break your walls, and they did, you're going to take some damage, you're going to fall behind in the boom. And it's actually good for Clan Arg Z that they decided, you know what, if they're going to sit behind walls and boom, we're just going to do the same thing. We're just going to boom and out-boom them. Right? But in the meantime, making some military for map control. It's not a lot of military, but it's good enough. That's exactly what they need to do. And Red, the first of the Clan Arg Z team to click up to Imperial Age here as well. He must have made at least 5 town centers by now. How many villas does he have? 123. He's not making villages anymore. He shouldn't, because that would be an over-boom. Honestly. As Teal still kind of, just retreating a little bit here and there, yielding a bit of space just bit by bit to Purple and Yellow, who of course are working together. You kind of need Green to join that fight if you want to get a good engagement here. Mangudai will be safe as well. And now Imperial Age, Bracer instantly chemistry as well. Elite Mangudai will come in as well, but that is an expensive upgrade. And I don't think Grey has the resources. Yeah, he does not have the resources to go for that upgrade just yet. You do need the Elite Mangudai upgrade. It's very essential for the unit, but it's so expensive, it takes a while to get to. For now though, this map has been played as a bit of a boomy situation here. Kind of similar to how it started last time around. It was a bit more aggression that time around, like with forward buildings, but oh boy. Okay, Red now coming forward. Probably thinking about dropping a castle in the middle here, but Blue is there to deny it. Ooh, Red's army is out of position, and Blue can just sit here with his army, and Red is like, nope, noping out of there. Those villagers will go down really fast here against the war wagons. More players making their way up the Imperial Age right now. Yellow and Purple both clicking up before Green and before Teal. So that is, again, looking a bit better for the Clan Arg Z team. You can tell by the score, right? They're a bit of score ahead. I wouldn't say like it's like a commanding lead here just yet, but as Blue now coming forward to drop a castle instead. And it looks like Red tried to drop another castle, again got denied. But this castle for Blue should go up, though. For now, Grey and Teal taking the hill. Orange and Yellow deciding to just yield that hill for now. We would just let them have it because we can't contest that for now. Also, already starting trade. Like this is the hallmark of really like high level play here. Like in the other game, players were busy creating a lot of gold units, spamming all of that. They weren't making trade. Only one team in the end had trade, and it took them a while to set it up as well. But look here, Clan Arg Z team already trading right now. Mushu doing the same thing. This is good, right? Because you actually need to add trade before you run out of gold, and there's no guarantee you can have the middle gold. So, and honestly, it's better to invest in trade while you still have your gold army alive. Because trade is a lot of gold intensive, it's a lot of gold investment as well. If you lose all this army, you have to rebuild this army, you don't have the gold to build trade, so, yeah. I like the position for Mushu on the left side here. Lots of castles, nicely on the hill. It's going to be difficult for Red to push that. He has stonewalled the front of his base just for some extra safety. But Red, of course, will not be able to push in here on his own. For now, Orange and Purple holding the side as Yellow denying a castle from Grey on the hill. All the villagers are down, so that castle will not go up for now. Teal and Grey were out of position, and Yellow, smelling blood, runs around. And it's also like you never expect the opposite flank, the opposite pocket, to be there, right? As now Orange is going to push up the hill. This is an important moment. Or no, never mind. It's not. I got excited for nothing. He's not pushing up the hill. Rattan Archers versus War Wagons, which is better? Rattan Archers has 10 pierce armor, which is crazy, of course. That means war wagons do 3 damage, which is alright, right? It's better than any other range unit, I'd say. But, I don't know which is better, war wagons or Rattan archers. I'd say Rattan archers, right? You know, in the end, it's better, I'd say. But war wagons survive, you know, they survive longer under a lot of fight. They have way more HP, so I guess there's that too. Like, Rattan archers don't have that much HP, only 45, so it's not that much, actually. Because Red is using trebuchets against the trap from blue here. Green losing a lot of units here as well. Ooh, that is not a fight you want to be taking. Your opponent here has chemistry and bracer and elite Rattan archers. Not really a fight you want to take. And Red has been holding that back by himself, pretty much, right? It's actually purple who's helping. So wait, so yellow and purple crossed over then. And Red is chill. He's actually going to go for it. He's trying to push up this hill, but you see why this is so important. Why this hill is so, you know, very difficult to assail if you're the opponent downhill. It's so difficult. As blue is just sitting on that hill. Even a little hill still gives you a bit of hill bonus here. And the same thing on the other side. Mushu has a really nice position right now. Their boom has paid off. They have gotten to their vill counts. They're even stonewalling up the front now. I love it. Except that might lead to a long game. So there's that. Okay. Stay positive. Stay positive. It's been really good so far. That's a good fight. That's a good enough fight for Green to take, despite him not being an Imperial Age just yet here. On the other side, Red is desperately trying to keep the castle up. The castle does go down, leaving the front of his base quite exposed here. Probably Red will have to retreat into his base now. And I don't think Red will be able to push up the hill. Like I said, the hill is scary, man. It's scary. You kind of have to create your own position and then push from, you know, across the ridge. That's what a pro player, or pro players, I think, in this position would try. I'm not saying that's possible in this situation. It's difficult to go to the middle because it's more exposed. But they never see it coming. Looking good for blue and green on the other side though, despite green having significantly less eco here. 94 fills versus yellows, 130. Yeah. Yeah. That might actually be a problem later on. Because the thing with having lots more vills is that you have lots more vills working, bring in more resources, or even if you lose some vills later on, you have brought in more rest. And we have battle elephants from the Khmer player. I wasn't sure if we were going to see Chonka boys, but it actually makes a lot of sense here. It actually makes a lot of sense. You're not up against especially strong cavalry. You're up against a unit with a lot of HP. So what do? You add a unit with a lot of HP. These Chonka boys will definitely hold back the war wagons for a long time. They don't die they die very slowly, and they allow Red to sit behind living meat shields here. The only problem for purple is that he is so far away. Has to send those scouts and those Chonka boys all across the map. So that is a problem. Should probably build some stables closer to home then. Oh, and like this, yellow got a position up on the hill. And I really like that yellow and purple, you know, deciding that, okay, our matchups aren't the best. Let's switch sides, right? Let's get Paladin to the other side. Let's get Chonka boys to the left here. See? Look at that. Look at that. War wagons being pushed back. They cannot deal with the friggin' war elephant. Because they literally do what war wagons do, but do it twice as good, which is having lots of HP. And also 7 pierce armor, anyone? Oh yeah. That's battle elephant for you. These things are almost unkillable. And also having extra attack because of the Tusk Swords upgrade for the Khmer player. I'm loving this already. And right now, Red with lots of trebuchets, not trickle-trapping this whatsoever, pushing back this position, and blue and green slowly losing control of this hill. And that is a problem, because the hill is what gave them strength here. All these castles for blue could go down if he can't defend them right now. On the other side, what do we have? Ooh, we have ourselves a bit of a battle in the wood line. Both knight armies and camel armies engaging in this choke point. Heavy cavalry archers with, well, that should be silk armor, I suppose. Lacking the final armor upgrade, I think. Fighting over here. Elite Mangudai, though. They don't have the last armor upgrade, but they fire faster. They have more attack as well, so they should be a bit better than the Tatar cavalry archers here as well. It's a stalemate for now. The position for teal and gray is much better than it is on the other side. On the other side, red now, taking the hill, can start trebbing down the castles from the hill instead of from downhill. Blue is trying to secure the position with bombard towers, but it's only one bombard tower so far, as red is sending traps already this way. That's pretty presumptuous, isn't it? Well, agree. Blue is going to make short work of that. Now he's gonna say, oh, thanks for that. But blue is gonna have trouble now. I mean, most of the war elephants, the battle elephants have gone down. Most of them, but so have a lot of war wagons. I mean, right now the Spanish player is spamming in pikemen. That's how bad it is. You're up against Red's Rattan archers, and having to make pikemen in that situation is not ideal at all. We don't have conquistadors to fight back this high pierce armor unit, which is not ideal. On the other side, we still have this slogfest continuing between yellow and teal. They're still battling. Neither side is willing to give up as gray loses a bunch of trebuchets. Is also, well, teal at least is going to lose this castle as well. At least will not be able to get that up because yellow will not allow that. And if it's a stalemate on this side, red and purple pushing on the other side is going to matter the most here. For now, it is still a stalemate. How long can both teams continue to spam in units? Yeah, yellow right now is switching into light cap because he doesn't quite have the gold, I think. Yeah, doesn't quite have the gold to continue to spam paladins here. He's investing in trade right now. Trade numbers are really going to matter here. This might be a game where getting into the opponent's trade is actually a game killer. And especially so because teal has not gotten the walls up on his part of the base. Like, see, blue and green have been walling like crazy here, right? To keep future trade safe. But teal hasn't done that yet. So teal still could take damage from loose trade here as well. I mean, still lots of keeps, lots of bombard cannons going up here for the Korean player. He's just trying to secure this as much as he can. He's getting architecture as well, just to keep these towers up as long as possible. Murder holes even coming in, but so many battle elephants as well. It's so difficult to deal with. Halberdiers weren't quite out yet for purple, as red adding in some Imperial skirmishers as well, which is the other unique unit that the entire team of the Vietnamese player can make. Right, and it's an upgrade everyone can get. On the other side, the fight is yet continuing, but yellow is pushing up the hill, sniping another trap probably. Mangudai, of course, are insane, but the numbers are dwindling. More cavalry archers on the field than Mangudai. Now there's also some elephants coming in here as well to make a difference. Teal is trying his best to send in heavy camels, trying his best to send in cavalier. Who is going to win this? So many units have died here already. This is like a mini war going on right here, as neither side is willing to let up the spam. It's all going to be about that. If someone loses the queue here, the position for gray could be lost, but also for orange. They have to hold this side. You know, they don't want to give the Mongol and the Berber player a way into their base, a way into their trade to stop that from going on. This is actually a game with a lot of trade. Getting into the trade could be a GG moment when all players are making gold units, except red, who is making lots of Imperial skirmishers, because why not? Troubling though for the Korean player. One of their strongest units is the Korean war wagon, and with all the castles going down now on the hill, blue only has this castle to fall back on, so blue is kind of thinking about what unit do I make now? Because Korean cavalry sucks ass. Korean archers, decent. Korean infantry, war wagons are the way to go, but unfortunately for the Korean player, now being without castle is going to make it so more difficult. Only has 2 left, seems. And with the elephants added, it's got, purple, yellow, and orange making their way up the hill further and further. The Mongol player keeps having to run away here. Also does not want to lose these castles, but yellow is now going to use his position, or at least he's thinking about maybe attacking from the left. I guess that wouldn't work here. No, teal paying attention, gets that trebuchet, very good stuff. Yellow's knights, again, paladins, going down. Orange should be careful, he's fighting under a castle. Looks like gray and teal are going to hold this. Looks like blue and green are also holding on the other side for now, as red was trying to drop a castle, but that got denied. Crazy game so far, crazy game, but red has had a firm control of the left side now. He's dropping lots of buildings over here. Vietnamese player, is he going to go for elephants himself? That'd be awesome though. That'd be awesome. Full elephant spam. Fortunately, siege rams not really, they draw a lot of fire, right? They draw a lot of fire, but you need to have military control at the same time as well. As orange is trying to... was trying to snipe the trebuchet. Does get the trap, so that actually was pretty much worth it. Mangudai in the meantime also got a lot of kills. Berber player, man. Berber player still, holding on here. As we said, Aloha von Love in the Matrix. Man. We're not going to have an eternal game again, right? And this time it's worse because both teams have trade. So they will have gold to spam gold units. That can't be the case, right? 2 crazy games on Urales? What are the odds of that? Grey and Teal holding on their flank. And yeah, it looks like Orange with the skirmishers, unfortunately, will have to retreat here. Because Berber Cavalry is going to completely trample him to the death. Siege Ram in here will definitely help at this point. At this point, when there's not a lot of enemy cavalry, at this point that's going to matter a lot. But yeah, Yellow is going to stream forward some more units here. The cheaper Magyar Hussars, despite having gold. He should have some gold. Actually doesn't have a lot of gold. Still investing in trade cards then. Or maybe just decides to go full trash. And why not? I mean, it worked last game, so I guess we'll just try it again here. But yeah, the position for Red is getting so much better. Every second here, he's getting more of this hill, getting a more firmer grasp on the hill. And these freaking elite Imperial skirmishers are so difficult to deal with for the war wagons. 1, because it's Imperial skirmishers. 2, because they're cheap units, they're trash units. You don't want to lose gold units to trash units. And now the spam of cavalry from Yellow allowing Orange to hold, even get another castle up here and push this back again. What is this game? I do notice that the Teal here is switching into Hussars of himself, so I think he's kind of running out of gold here. Alan uninstall, boo. Poor Alan. He is bottom score right now. And Spanish, when you don't have Arbalest or anything like that, when you don't have Conquistador, Spanish are just such a different puppy, right? It's so difficult to deal with. And even going Conk at this point wouldn't make sense. Not with this many elite skirmishers on the field, or Imperial skirmishers, I mean. Red right now is definitely pushing into base, helped by these elephants from Purple. I love how Red is continuing to put more castles up, taking more of the hill for Clan Argentine. The window for Mushu to cross over onto the other side, right? It's fast closing here as we have a nice onager shot. Gets the shot as well. Really nice. Yeah, but Yellow's going to snipe that. Right, the window that Teal and Grey can use to cross over, it's gonna get narrower and narrower and narrower. Narrower. Ugh. And also, I mean, I guess at some point wood will be an issue, but not for these teams. It's not been long enough, you know. Right, it's only been an hour now. As Red and Purple making their way to the front of Blue's base, and that is a problem. That is a huge problem, because unlike last time, I don't think that they really have the units here to stop Halberdier, to stop elite battle elephant with Khmer upgrades and the siege and the Imperial skirmisher. I think that is too much to deal with. Honestly, I think that's too much to deal with. I don't think that Green has the mass right now. He doesn't have the paladin numbers. He will go for pikemen, but pikemen still kind of die to elephants in low numbers, right? Elephants do area damage. That's why they're so good against infantry. Red coming forward with a castle. In response, Blue dropping a bunch more castles himself. Doesn't even finish that one because he wanted to get this one up first. Update on Grey and Teal. Still fighting at the front. I mean, Grey and Teal kind of, you know, they're a bit tunnel vision over here, right? But honestly, where else do they go? Well, the answer is right there, because the gate is being open. Yellow is like, let's see if I keep the gate open. Let's see if they'll go for it. Yeah, you should send some units in to raid as well, right? Like, you should look for other avenues of attacking. Because if you keep going to the same way, you'll be as predictable as the AI, right? And, I mean, I think most people love just doing games against the AI and having them go through a choke point, right? And just keep sending in more and more units and they'll never get anywhere, right? It's a lot of fun to defend, but the reason why it's fun is because it's easier to defend. Yeah, so Teal and Grey, they have been streaming in units into this hole for half an hour now, and they haven't been able to push through. They've been stuck here for the entire game. It's just they're not making enough progress, and Red and Purple are making a lot of progress right now. That's the difference here. That's the difference. They're going to be able to break through here. All the castles in the world are not going to stop this. And if they break through, they can get into the trade from Mushu. Not a whole lot of trade. Actually, Yellow has already some Hussars running through the trade right now. Just raiding a little bit here. And without a strong push going on from Mushu right now, where they're decisively breaking into Orange's base here, which they're not. You know, onager shots. Go nice. Not gonna save you here, right? They're not getting a commanding position on this side. Red and purple are doing that on the other side. And at that point, you're just asking yourself, where do we go? And they realize we're not gonna go anywhere here. It is GG time. Blue and green call in the GG, and there we go. GG it is. Mushu taps out, and with that, Clan Argentine, as I'm gonna update the scoreboard here. Wait, did I? Oh, right, I forgot to update the scoreboard, didn't I? Oops. That's because the last game ended so fast. Anyway, there you go. With that, Clan Argentine Z will go to the quarterfinals with the deserved win against Mushu here. Mushu gave it their all. I mean, the first match was kind of a stomp, of course, but the second one they definitely gave it their best. But yeah, Clan Argentine Z is a very strong team. We're able to hold this side for a really long time, right? With insane production from both sides. And then, honestly, brilliant move from purple and yellow to decide to switch over, right? Yellow, instead of helping on the left, went to the right to help over here. And then instead of helping on the right, purple sent his chonka boys to the left. And guess what? The Spanish player and the Korean player had very little to deal with that. So that's good map awareness from them, you know, like thinking about that. That was actually really smart. Because war wagons don't do very well against elephants. Like, they don't have that high of attack, right? They don't. And then, of course, elephants are literally double the HP of war wagons. Like, they do what the war wagons do, but better. In that case, they're also more, kind of very mobile still. You know, the elephants, as mobile as war wagons, I'd say. Have an attack bonus versus buildings, which is pretty nice. And there were no halberdiers in the field, so, oh yeah. Thanks for the follow there, friend Kali. Really appreciate that. Well, that would be my analysis. I mean, in the end, the fact that they weren't able to do damage to Clan Argentine, that was the deciding blow. Like, blue and green, they were getting close, right? They were getting close to breaking into red space. But yeah, the elephants swung that into their favor. And after that, they were just kind of spamming units at 2 points, fighting here and fighting here. Like, literally, this screen right now, all the fighting between teal and gray and yellow and purple took place on this screen. I'm not kidding. All of it. So it was really stalematy on this side as well. And of course, if you break through, you can immediately snowball into the trade. But maybe, you know, try just sending some Hussars in over here, right? Look, the trade is literally open. Oh, never mind. But yeah, like sending your units somewhere else, like trying to find a hole somewhere. There was actually a Hussar. Yeah, this Hussar right there kept the gate open for like at least the last 20 minutes, right? I mean, you can't assume that that is the case, but you should at least be looking for it, like sending some units in, just to see if you can raid, you know, because your opponent is always sending out units, you can even wait for them to go open the gate for you, send in some raiders, because the reason for that works is distract your opponents, they have to send pop back to deal with that, and that might actually help you push the right side, right? You get a bunch of paladins into your trade, you're gonna freak out, right? You're gonna freak out and try to kill those paladins as fast as you can. You won't be focusing on the right side, and that might give teal and gray an opportunity to deal with. Or even worse, Mangudai in your economy? God, the trade will go down fast. Trust me. I mean, that's just me thinking, but I'm not a Category A player, so what do I know, right? Let's have a look at the KD. Not as insane as that other Urales game, but still good nevertheless. Very good KD there for Gray. Makes sense, right? I mean, Mangudai are awesome units. Good KD as well for Red on the other side with the Rattan Archers and the Imperial Skirmishers of all things. Good stuff. Not so much for Yellow, but he was of course streaming at a bunch of trash units, right? He was going Hussar for a long time. Cheap Magyar Hussars. Meat shielding, right? It's not efficient, but it does the trick. On the other side, economy, yeah, the economy looking a bit better here for Clan Argentine. Lots of slinging going on as well. I like that they were slinging orange here, you know, just to keep him alive. You know, a player like a Red probably had a lot of food left, you know. His base being untouched, making mostly Rattan Archers at the start, you know, you're not investing a lot of food. So yeah. Again, MVP on both sides. I'm pretty sure it's not fixed. This game, I mean, how did the MVPs, right, end up on both sides in a team that didn't win? How does that make sense? Come on, DE. Come on. One here, one there. That's how it's supposed to work. Yeah, good booms as well. Yeah, but good booms all around. Like, all these players know how to boom, of course. Yeah, lots of castles, though. Unfortunately for Tajik, he lost a lot of those castles. Red was pushing and then put on castles and kept those up. So, yeah. But as you can see, it was very evenly balanced. Like, again, I love games where it's kind of a flat line. Like, it looks like there's nothing going on, but really, that's because all the players have been consistently reinforcing their armies. It was only at the end here when army numbers started to dwindle a lot for blue and green. So